Hi beautiful people, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. First of all, yes, I am in the same outfit that I had in my previous video. I decided to record two videos within the same evening because I just could not resist, and I'll let you know why. Hope everybody is having an amazing week so far. Can you guys believe that it is already Thursday? Where is time going? As I said, I just could not resist because I'm paying attention to how Katie Joy is still talking about 7M. Is it just stupidity, ignorance? Nobody can tell me I know what to do, and I'm talking about Katie Joy, or she truly feels that she is one up on them. But we will get into that. Before that, my usual disclaimer: please do not take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. Now, you know, if you have been living under a rock, if you have no idea, Katie Joy, without a crystal ball, is actually being sued by a management company called 7M, owned by Robertson. They actually are suing her for defamation, and this case has been going on for quite some time. This is the third lawsuit in regard to defamation that Katie Joy has been involved with, and the previous two, Tati Westbrook and Todd Chrisley, they both settled with her. Tati Westbrook lawsuit, she actually gave up her source, which was Clark Swanson. As for Todd Chrisley, we don't know, but according to him, he was extremely satisfied with whatever he got out of Katie Joy. And to me, she is the loser of that because she can't talk about them. She has to take down all her videos about them. And let's be honest, Todd Chrisley won. Look at where they are. He is reunited with his daughter. His family is all one unit again, and that is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we get to Robertson. Katie Joy allegedly did miss a deadline a few months ago, and to which she says she did not miss any deadline. The court didn't tell her that she had a date that she needed to respond by. But this is also leads me, and this is just my opinion, stating that Katie Joy is actually representing herself for doing her own research, not filing, but writing up her own motions. But that's just me. Don't take it as fact. That is just my opinion. So they do have a hearing coming up next month, as I said, and that is going to be quite interesting. But Katie Joy is still posting about 7M. The other day, this is what she posted. The 7M dancers change emails overnight, to which she's talking about James Derrick, Reno, Caesar, Tie-Dyes, and Miranda. Then she goes on to say, without a crystal ball, received word that overnight the remaining dancers under 7M Films management abruptly changed their booking emails to new accounts. None of the dancers have listed 7M as their management for bookings on Instagram. Without a crystal ball is sharing an example of 4 of their accounts, but I can confirm nearly all have changed their emails. Okay, good. This move is interesting, as news broke by the US Sun late last month that Robertson is under investigation by the IRS. Without a crystal ball has previously reported that 6 other dancers and 3 long-term members cut ties with Shekinah Church and 7M since our reporting began in late February of 2022. While I work to sort out these details, I will keep you posted of the developments. For now, there appear to be no dancers publicly tied to 7M. What this means privately remains unknown. Stay tuned. Now, honestly speaking, you guys, in my opinion, if I was Katie Joy, I would be worried. I would truly be like, what are they doing? What are they trying? This is not normal. Even if it has been put out there that Robertson is under investigation by the IRS, but this to me still does not make sense. But I'll explain that later. So as you can see, she actually gave you an example of all these people, to which 2 of them, James Derrick, aka B Dash, and you get Miranda Derrick. So you get B Dash and Miranda Derrick are included in her lawsuit. So you get Robertson, 7M Films, Miranda, and James Derrick. They are suing. Still no word that probably James Derrick, aka B Dash, or Miranda Derrick has dropped their lawsuit against Katie Joy. Nothing of that sort. She is still prying into these people's lives. Who does this? Me, myself, personally, would it be like, deuces, I'm leaving y'all alone. I'm not touching y'all. Let's just work this out. But that's just me. This is not what Katie Joy does. This is not who Katie Joy is. She will fight and fight and fight. And then at the end of the day, she'll settle and she'll say she won. She always knew she was going to win. But anyway, let's move forward. And she posts this. The fall of 7M. To which she says, Robertson is continuing to lose members from his church, and the community that surrounded him for decades is starting to unravel. WOACB reports a few months back that 6 of the dancers signed to 7M had cut ties with the group. Additionally, Robert's only daughter Chloe and his son-in-law and associate pastor of Shekinah announced their departure last month. Now we can report that 2 longtime members have left the church that were tied to Robert's real estate business. One of his primary brokers and lenders left the church over the summer. Then on October 2nd, 2022, one of his agents also left the church and removed his real estate license under Robertson's business. I can confirm, there we go again, both have left the church and Robert's businesses, but both members had been with the church for more than a decade. According to a source I spoke with, the reports about alleged misconduct by Shin played a role, but there was far more to their decision. You just had to add that in, right, Katie Joy? Their own experience with the pastor contributed to their departure. With a large chunk of his real estate team gone, there continues to be unrest within the remaining members and dancers. Over the weekend, the remaining dancers abruptly changed their email addresses, which made some people suspect that more would be leaving. WOACB spoke with a source connected to family of one of the dancers who said that they have yet to hear from their loved one and don't believe anything has changed. Bear that in mind. Keep that in mind, you guys. The family source suspects that the change could be a publicity stunt. At this point, family remain committed to getting through to their loved ones still with the church. One source told us, I will never give up until Bobby is held accountable for what he's done. Robertson has denied all allegations against him, including allegations brought forward by Business Insider that included allegations of sexual misconduct by 2 former female members against Robertson, and that was years ago. He has not been arrested for any crimes charged or convicted. Robertson and 7M have also denied all the allegations brought forth by former members and family. These allegations could be a huge reason for the mass exodus. Now let's go back to that paragraph where she actually said that she spoke to one of the family members of one of these dancers and they think that this could be a publicity stunt. Why wouldn't Katie Joy think this is a publicity stunt? Because she knows full well that if Miranda and James Derrick had left, wouldn't they separate themselves from this lawsuit? Wouldn't they come forward or contact her or do something? Why would they just automatically leave this business or leave this company or leave Robertson? Whereas they know how much Katie Joy costed them. Why did Katie Joy not actually have these doubts too? Not have these suspicions too? You know? Because to her, this is breaking. This is like fantastic. She feels like she has done a good thing. Because of her reporting, all this is coming to, everything is crumbling down because Katie Joy feels like, oh, everybody's leaving. No, boo-boo. If I were you, I would be like, what the fuck is going on now? What is Robertson up to now? Not Katie Joy. She's still on the case. She's still reporting about these people. This is not normal. This is not what one does. I was listening to CC Suarez the other day because she was given a cease and desist by somebody she was reporting on. And she's weighing all her options. You know, but then she does only have 3 options and this is not her direct words, but what I got from it is that she says, why would she spend all her hard-earned money on something that she's already put out there to the masses, that she's already gotten through to her consumers? She's not going to just take all her hard-earned money and throw it away which makes so much sense. It's like, okay, let's move on. You're shitty people. People know you're shitty people, so let's move on. No, not without a crystal ball. She is just this type of person who feels like she is rescuing people. Far from rescuing people, Katie Joy. Absolutely. All this is all about the dollar bills. Let's be clear. Because Katie Joy doesn't give a fuck about anybody else but herself. Because this, I think, is clearly so suspicious what is going on. Not that I'm saying it's like in a bad way or in a good way, but there's just something that does not add up. Because if all these people are moving away from 7M, why is James Derrick, aka B Dash, and Miranda still attaching themselves to this defamation lawsuit? It makes no sense. If they separated themselves from Robert Shin, why aren't they separating themselves from this lawsuit? Or maybe Katie Joy has already gotten the word that they have separated themselves from this lawsuit. We don't know. Everything is just up in the air. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. All we know is that this woman is still yapping her jaw about these people that are suing her for defamation. She's carrying on like she's not even involved in a lawsuit. Let's go back to last weekend, where I'm telling you once again, Katie Joy needs friends. She truly needs friends. Katie Joy posted this: test drove this beast. We are starting the process of looking for a new car. We aren't in a hurry at all, so we spent the afternoon checking out dealerships. This SUV was freaking so much fun to drive. OMG. I've never driven a car like this before. We didn't buy anything today, but left with a better idea of what we are looking for in a car. This is what she needs friends for. Things like this, you need friends for. This is what you're supposed to be sending to your family or your friends. Not putting it out there to your supporters. This. I think this is a slap in their face, personally. Because let's bear in mind, Katie Joy deals with people that are being harmed, that are in abusive relationships or abusive situations, you know, not your typical everyday person. People that she feels need rights and need to be heard, need to be taken out of their abusive homes and just don't have minds of their own. They can't think on their own. But this is just me. This is just my opinion, okay? She obviously got met with a lot of backlash. And then she comes back and she posts this. This is an X7 that we test drove today. We did not buy or order any cars today. We test drove a Lexus GX, which we thought was decent, but the gas mileage is terrible. They're also made in Japan and have limited stock. We weren't overly impressed with the car enough to make a decision today in order to maybe get a car in January. Why January, Katie Joy? Do you think that your lawsuits will be over with, settled, you'll be off the hook? So you're just playing it safe? Just a question. We test drove the BMW X7, which is the perfect size for what we need. We have a Toyota Highlander, but it's too small for my son's equipment. He has a wheelchair, and when we travel, we run out of space fast. Really? When last, Katie Joy, have you been out your house? When last have you taken your son on a trip, Katie Joy? You were the one to say that you don't want a new car not so long ago. But you just want that attention. You want people to know, in my opinion, that this whole 7M lawsuit is not affecting you. You're going about your life. You can afford such expensive cars. How often do you leave your house, Katie Joy? Maybe once, twice a month? Who are you fooling? You're not fooling anybody. We have a list of cars we are considering. We are not in a hurry. We appreciate all the feedback you have given us. We are not looking for a small SUV or a crossover. The full-size SUVs, whether luxury or not, are all within the same price point, give or take 10,000, which is why we started there. We will not purchase Fords, long story, don't want another Toyota, aren't interested in Hyundai, Kia, Lincoln, Volvo, Honda or Cadillac due to a variety of reasons. I'm not a fan of a Subaru. We definitely know that when you buy a luxury car, everything is more expensive, which is 100% something to consider. For everyone that's found the car that they love, I'm so glad. All my posts from earlier was to say I had fun driving this car. Of course you had fun, Katie Joy. You were out in the fresh air. It was so fast, comfortable, sturdy, roomy, and also doesn't feel like a truck. It was fun. This is just my opinion once again, okay? That car that Katie Joy wants, that's not enough room for your dogs, for your son's equipment, for everything that you say you're going to need to take when you take your son on a trip. That's not going to be enough. Just my opinion. That was all my post was. Thanks to everyone who gave their 2 cents. You gave me lots to think about. And then she posted, when asking why stock of the Lexus GX is so limited, this SUV is highly sought after in Central America by the cartels. Huh? Yesterday we stopped by a Lexus dealer. We wanted to test drive the Lexus GX and XL. They only had one used 2022 on the lot. Okay. But isn't it still a new car? While most dealers are running low on stock for cars at the moment, this rep gave us a story that we weren't expecting. The sales rep claimed that Lexus only makes so many GX at a time. He claimed that the GX is highly in demand in countries in the Middle East. Then he said the GX is sought after in Central America by the cartels. I call bullshit on that. I call bullshit on that. My mouth dropped open and was like, yeah, that's not really a selling point worth bragging about. I couldn't tell if this was supposed to impress me or not, but I was not impressed. We found the GX ride to be decent. It's basically a Toyota 4Runner with a bit more luxury. The gas mileage is terrible considering the GX is smaller than a Yukon, Suburban or Escalade, but gets around the same MPG because of the V8 engine. The ride was quiet. The height of the car was nice because it's built on a truck body. But we will be likely passing on this as an option. Just wanted to share. Once again, that's why I said, that's why Katie Joy needs friends. You got nobody else to share all this with, because obviously, once again, my opinion, because I know people's going to come after me and tell me, just I'm such a negligent mother and stuff like this. Why am I talking about the way other people parents? It is what it is. You know, this is something that you would basically communicate with your friends, close friends, your family members, cousins, uncles, parents, you know, all those type of, not your supporters. Am I just being unrealistic? Why would you? This is something she obviously got backlash about. Katie Joy, as I said, was the one that said she didn't want a car now. She's facing a lawsuit, which there is so much to. I mean, how much has this woman spent? Not that I'm counting her pennies, but I'm just saying, you know what? Times are tough now. A lot of people are having a hard time. So by you flexing like this, how do your followers feel, Katie Joy? Have you thought about them? You're only thinking about how people are going to look at you because you're shopping for all these cars that are running into thousands and thousands of dollars, Katie Joy. You don't do that. And kudos to you, Katie Joy, if you can afford a brand new car during this time. But don't lie about the reasons why you want to buy it. You don't even take your kid anywhere, Katie Joy. Or maybe you're even planning a vacation, a trip. Maybe, who knows? That would be awesome for the little guy. That would be wonderful. But cut the bullshit. Think about your supporters. Stop flexing in public. This is bullshit. Think about your supporters that actually afford you all these luxuries, Katie Joy. Think about them. Think about what you do so you don't offend anybody else. We know you make big money, and that's fantastic. I'm all about people making money and doing well in life. But the way you go about things is shitty, period. So you guys, let me know what you think about this whole 7M situation where Katie Joy feels she's invincible. Nobody can touch her. She can do and say as she pleases. Nothing will affect her. But you know, at the end of the day, the courts of public opinion cannot help you with anything legal, in my opinion. They can't help you. Absolutely not. And if I were you, Katie Joy, I would actually just start listening to your attorneys. You know, it doesn't pay to be that type of person that thinks they know it all. And you may get information from your sources, but we know how reliable your sources are, okay? I'm just saying. As I said, you guys, let me know what you think down below about this whole 7M situation and how she just flexes, considering the people that are following her. You know what I'm saying? Katie Joy doesn't help anybody but herself. Yes, she may give donations to all these charities, but then she files it on her taxes. So it's not like she's doing this fantastic thing. I apologize, you guys, for the voiceover, but I was actually waiting for permission to use a screenshot from Without a Crystal Balls, and she did give me permission, which she posted. A juicy scoop has landed in my lap, confirming from someone inside 7M Films that it is absolutely no longer a company. I cannot share the screenshot, but it 100 proves 7M has been dissolved. Now, in my opinion, I don't think this is a good thing for Katie Joy, but that's just my opinion. Secondly, what was actually posted this morning, which was like, does it really pay to be a troll? And I'm talking about Unirock, because Unirock posted this. The company 7M Films has been dissolved. KJ wins again. I thinks. This is an idiot, honestly. It's like, Katie Joy, first of all, accused you of being a transphobic, Unirock, but you're still so far up her backside. It is amazing. Or is the paycheck that good? Or it's truly paying off for you for being a troll? Let me know which one it is. Now, going back to 7M Films, what is going on? Is 7M Films going to, aka Robert Shin, going to settle with Katie Joy, or is he just going to let this whole lawsuit go? Is he going to, what is going to happen? We don't know. We just got to wait until the court date next month. But this is like, what is going on? So you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Please have a fantastic rest of your day. Have a fantastic rest of your week. As you can hear, Max is going ballistic out there. Please be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And don't forget, make good memories. Bye, guys.